Hello, everyone. It's Shanna. Welcome. I'm going to wait a few minutes because I know T's just wrapping up. So hopefully some people will be joining us quickly. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So just want to welcome everyone and say hello. And just let you know that, hi, Brenda. Hi, Yvette. Hi, Kendra. Thank you. Glad you can hear me. So today, I was given the option of 4, 5, and 6, and you guys all voted on them. And we had 126 votes, and 51% of you wanted me to do sketch 6. I think 41% voted for sketch 5, and then 9% for sketch 4. So we're going to be working with sketch 6 here today, and that's the one we're going to work with. And hello, Don. Hello, Dee Dee. Hello, Ramona and Lala and Michelle and Lisa. Welcome, everyone. Glad you're here. Now, today I'm going to be working with our super sponsor, Not Too Shabby Sunflower Fields. Easy for me to say. I am in love with this pattern paper. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. There are just so many options here, and it's just beautiful. So I'm going to be working with it. I've done a little bit of pre-preparation just to kind of settle the nerves. Here's my little scraps. I actually just kind of clip them in there together so that I have them. But we're going to do, I think we'll start off with doing the sketch kind of in its truest form. And we're going to kind of follow it. And then we're going to step it up a little bit. I've made one that I've stepped up, and I'm going to step up from that as well. So what I've got here are my elements. I kind of cheated already and got everything ready to go. I'm going to use a colored card base, which I don't do very often, but I like it, and I'm starting to do it more. I've always done kind of just white card bases, but because colored cardstock can be, the good stuff can be kind of expensive, but I'm liking it, and I thought I would do it tonight. And so we're going to bring this color in and just create our card base. And we're just going to make this a side folding. And hi, Mom is watching with me too. Well, tell Mom hi, Dee Dee. So we got that ready. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my my bottom panel, which I have die cut out one of my circles just to save my paper, and I'm going to get it laid down on here. And I really like this color scheme. I love this pattern paper here. I think it's really pretty. I think it's all going to come together. Now, I think I might modify it a bit. I brought in a couple of different circles for that one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not because I just think this is so gorgeous. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and get it laid down. My bone folder, I don't know where it is. It's ran away. So I'm just going to use that. And we'll just take and get this laid down on here, and we'll build this card. And then we will move on to some more. These sketches are so that you can make them your own. And so I thought I would kind of follow the sketch guide, sort of, and then I would start making my own on the others. So I'm just going to get this laid down on here. And it's kind of T's a tough act to follow. You guys, that card she made was fantastic. It's super cute, a lot of fun. And so now I'm nervous because I'm following hers, and she is a fabulous card maker. So I'm just going to get this glued up and get it laid down on here and just follow the sketch. I should turn my sketch straight so you guys can see it. And we're just going to layer this up here. And I just love these colors. Aren't they pretty? I just think they're gorgeous. Hi, Margie. Oh, thanks, T. Never sell yourself short. I have a bad habit of that, so I appreciate that. Now, this is actually showing kind of some multiple layers here, and I had die cut the white out thinking, but I kind of like it just laying right there on that craft cardstock by itself. So let me know what you think. Should I put the white underneath there, like this? And then I also had some of, I think this is Not Too Shabby watercolor paper as well, and I could lay that on there. But I just feel like I want the floral laying right on the craft. What do you guys think? You like to cut the middle out of your mats? Oh, I love to do that too. Love to save that. I'm thinking I'm going to go just like this and just kind of represent this card like this and lay it down because I just like how that lays on there. And I just want that floral image to be the focal point on here because I just think it's really super pretty. So let's just go ahead and get these laid down on here, and we'll just move on with this card. Now I have linked information regarding Kinder's Card Challenge in my description box. So if you want to check that out, if you're not a member, you haven't participated, or you just want to learn more, you can click on that description box and check it out. I've also linked up not too shabby information in there too. So if you want to check out this paper pad, hopefully they still have it. It has fantastic ephemera that goes with it. And I'm going to show you that really quick. I've kind of chosen my ephemera already, but it just has some fantastic ephemera. This, I think, is just adorable. I can't wait to use that. Is that funny or what? Oh, what a hoot. Anyway, but you've got all kinds of florals, floral images that you can use. There's this car, the bicycle. All of these are just wonderful. Here's a lantern. We've got a puppy, and I think I'm going to use a cat tonight. But these are just simply gorgeous, and they coordinate very well with that paper pack. But so I wanted to use that. I'm in love with it, as I said. So I've got this laid down on here, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay this circle down here. And this is a fairly simple example of the card, and then we'll step it up a little bit. So I'm just going to get this laid down on here. And the sketch actually calls for it to be a little bit further up. So I'm going to try to stay true to it and do that. And then, and I am moving really, really quickly. So I think we're going to have some time to do some fun things. Okay. And then I also had this piece here, and, it's calling for the sentiment to go across all of that. And then it's actually bannered. So I'm going to go ahead and banner. And I am not good at bannering. I like to use dies for it because I don't know, I can't seem to get it in the right spot. So we'll hope for the best. I think that's going to work. And we'll cut it down. Okay, so we have had really some fantastic weather here. It's cooled down. It's actually kind of that weather where you get up in the morning and you have to dress warm, and then as the day goes on, you have to change your clothes because it gets warmer and you get too hot. So anyway, that's what we've had. And I need to stamp this. And so what I did was I just put a stamp on. I've actually got one on each side of this ready to go. This stamp is actually from another one of our sponsors, Gina K. And I'm going to just use it. I'm not sure. It's one of, I think one of her older stamp sets. I had gotten it when she had like a warehouse sale, and you got like a box with a bunch of different things in it. So that's what I got. And I'm hoping that I can, because I've got this other one on here, maybe I'll pull that off and then I can see to lay that down there. So hopefully we'll get a good inking. Anyway, this says, "Thank you for everything," is what it says. And I think it's really pretty, and we're going to get it laid down on here. And like I said, this is going to be a fairly simple card. And I'm going to bring in some foam strips and just pop that up, since we're going to kind of go across some layers there. So last night we actually had a concert in our neighborhood, and it was so loud that we could hear it in the house. So I was thinking it was a good thing this live was not last night, because you guys would have been hearing the concert. But it was wonderful. I could just sit in the house and listen because it was chilly, and it was nice to be able to do that. Anyway, what's going on in the chat? Not cool yet here, but low 60s in the morning. Okay, pretty refreshing. That's what Gloria had to say. So yeah, we have cooled off. So the sentiment, obviously is just kind of got it laying across here like this. And I'm just going to go with that and just keep it really simple, because I love the sunflower pattern there with that craft behind it and just the color scheme. I think it looks really pretty together, and I think it can stand alone. Now we can stamp, and here's where I'm going to get scared, because I'm going to stamp on the inside of it. Of course, if you mess it up, you can always put another layer down. But I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside of the card with the other sentiment that is on here, and we'll go ahead and get it stamped up and down on there. And hopefully I will not mess up that card base. And I don't know that I've used this sentiment before, so it's kind of risky using a fresh sentiment when you haven't done it before. So I'm just going to try. We'll hope and pray for the best. And it says, "When you give joy to others, you get more joy in return." And I thought that was a beautiful sentiment. And it stamped okay, except for the "when." I think I moved it a little bit, but I think that's really pretty, a really pretty card. So now I'm going to show you one that I made earlier and just kind of show you how the variation. Now this is one where you kind of make like a tunnel type card with it. And I just, kind of followed the sketch and used some dies to, just die cut them out and to kind of make that tunnel look. And I did layer them up like that and created that. And I think it's a really pretty card, but you can just see this paper. Isn't this just gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. So anyway, these are some cat scrappiness dies that they have participated with Kinder's Card Challenge before. But the next one I thought I would do, because I'm trying to do some of the different colors within the paper pack, and I thought I would really make this one my own, and we would go from a circle to more of an rectangle oval and create a card. So we're going to just change it up with that. And, these are just the starting off point. Obviously this one I kind of tweaked it a little bit to get it how I wanted it. This is more, I guess, similar to the card sketch. And then I'm going to take it up another notch. And I am going to use some colored cardstock again, and I'm moving fast, so we're going to have plenty of time. If we get too much time, we may have to use these other and make some of those too. So here's the little cat, and I think it's super cute, and I wanted to try and do it. And I think that, I'll be able to fit it inside of, I've got the dropsies. I'll be able to fit it inside there and you'll be able to see it. Now, T said a lot of times she'll fussy cut even her ephemera. And I thought, as she was saying that, maybe I should do that, but we'll see what happens. So we'll get going here. And I'm just going to make my other card base. I could have done this in advance, but I didn't get it done. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, pretty cards. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Appreciate that. Oh, looking through a garden gate. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Yeah. I think they're really pretty. And Not Too Shabby has the best paper packs and the coordinating ephemera. And you can really create some fast and beautiful cards using the materials from there. And they do have subscriptions, and you can subscribe to the paper pack and add some add-ons with the ephemera and have that shipped monthly. So that's pretty cool. They also have a big subscription box. I haven't purchased that before, but it always looks very, very appealing. So what I've done here is I've just brought in another piece of the pattern paper. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is lay it down. And then we're going to kind of do a similar thing that we did with this one. And only we're going to use these rounded oval dies and see what we come up with. I think it'll be pretty. And I'm going to bring in just a piece of white paper to kind of tone down. See how I had the multiple layers of pattern paper, and I thought I'd just put white in between there. So we're going to do that. So that'll be fun. So let's see what's fun. And you love that green pattern. Yeah, I thought that was really beautiful. There was another one that I was toying with using. In fact, I was going to make another layer, and it's this kind of bubbly water droplet type, really pretty. And then you have all the different colors of the different sunflowers on these, and they're just, gorgeous. It makes it difficult to decide which side of the pattern paper you want to use because they're just so gorgeous. So anyway, I mean, look at that. That is just fantastic. Anyway, good news is you get multiple copies of each piece of paper. So if you use one side on one, you can use another on the other. Oh, it looks like Pam is looking for a electric die cutting machine that works with the glimmer. I don't know if there is one for that. That's interesting. If there is, I'd be interested in knowing. And Pam says there's only so much cranking that she can do. I do not have an electric die cutting. Well, I have a Cricut, but I don't have like an Empress or anything like that. I have got the Spellbinders Platinum 6 and the Scout, and I do all the cranking. And so we're going to do some cranking. So that is just beautiful right then and there. Somebody has started their mower in the neighborhood, so I don't know if you can hear that. It's not my husband. He already took care of all his mowing in advance. But they're mowing. I think it's right behind me. So this, what I'm going to do here is just try and lay this down on here kind of evenly. I'm going to bring in some of my pink tape, and this is my list of when everybody goes live. And we'll get this laid down on here. So it was fun seeing all the cards in Kendra's video, her premiere video earlier, and seeing all the winners. Congrats to everybody. I guess if your name was Jennifer, you were very lucky. So lots of Jennifers. Must be a fairly common name. I know my name is not that common. It's becoming more common, but Shanna, when I was growing up, there were no Shannas. But now there are some Shannas, so I'm starting to see it more. Anyway, so I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine and we'll get this piece ready to go, and then we'll start layering it up. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully move that pink tape so I don't tear my paper. And then obviously you want to keep these pieces because, you know, you can use those for sure. And we're just going to have like a frame and just build it. And I was trying to think what I was wondering. I thought, what was on my last live? And then I remember I did the mystery card kit, was my last KCC live. So I haven't been live. I think the last 2 Sundays. I'm normally live on Sunday night, but we've had just too much going on. I've had the grandkids constantly, and so I haven't been able to get live. But anyway, so this one I'm going to also just try to get it center, and I'm just going to carefully lay that on there. And we'll bring the die cutting machine back in. Look at that. That's so pretty. I love it. So I'm really just letting the pattern paper and the ephemera do the work for me, which is wonderful. And I'm not going to do any coloring and I noticed, you know, I was watching T do her embossing over sentiment, and I'm just afraid to do embossing on a live. For one thing, it's noisy with my heat tool, but another, I don't always have a lot of success with it. So I'm not that brave. Chow was talking about not being brave, and I'm not brave either. Use any shims. Okay, so they're talking about running the glimmer through, foiling the negative didn't work, even heating extra time. I don't know. So, all right. Well, I just appreciate everybody popping by the channel and checking it out. Now, if you kind of get yours off-centered or whatever, it's okay because you can just line it up. What I've done is I've cut that smaller panel, that panel below smaller so that I've got wiggle room. And I basically cut the you know, this is according to this 3 3¾ by 5, and then I went down 1/4 of an inch on each one of these so that I would have room to do that. And I'm going to actually pop it up so that I have the shadow look to it, is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to bring in some of my little pieces of foam and get this popped up, and then it'll give it some dimension and make it a little bit more interesting. So I've got some scraps here that I'm going to use of this foam. So let's see. Hi, Kate. Hey, Dallas. Welcome. Good to see you. I was watching Dallas the other night, and she was going to use her X-Acto knife, and she said she was going to. I don't know if she's going to not talk or be really careful so that she could not cut herself. And I'm sure everybody watching was glad for that because she had an injury not too long ago. So you have to be careful with that. I have injured myself several times with my knife as well. It can get away from you. So I'm glad that she's on the mend. Loving the layers. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now what I'm going to do is just layer this one in between there, pull these pieces off, and we'll get it going. So how are we doing? We're 20 minutes in, and I am zooming. I am a messy card maker, but I am a fast card maker. So that is one of the things that I'm kind of known by, is I can get a lot of cards made in a short amount of time. But I do the prep work in advance. I feel like that's not quite where I want it. Trying to look over the top of it and get it lined up. And you can kind of offset them too. Like I did another one with this sketch where I kind of I offset it. I made it thinner here and then larger there. So there's lots of variations you can do on this one. And I just thought this would be fun. I know it's, you know, I'm not doing the circle that is represented on the sketch, but I thought it would be fun to just try and do something a little bit different. So we have that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and add another layer of some foam tape on here. I'm going to just use a thinner foam tape for this one, and then we'll just add another little bit of layer there. And this is just really thin, and you can just tear this right off and get it laid down on there. So, and I've got my overhead light on, so we've got some glare in the glass mat, so I apologize for that. That happens, but I have to be able to see. So Susan says she is just the opposite. She's a very, very slow crafter. I think that's probably better and probably more relaxing, so that's probably a good thing. I've always been kind of a fast mover in just about everything I do, and so I could probably learn to slow down. In fact, our little message at church was talking about slowing down and really enjoying the things that you're doing. So I probably need to take heed and slow down a little bit. You like the interpretation on it? Well, it is definitely, and see, this is where I kind of got off there. So that's where I'm going to need to take my scissors and just kind of cut it off. Yeah, that's the thing about the sketches. You know, they're an inspiration, starting off point, and then you make them your own. And so that's what I really wanted to do here. Now, I don't know, I'm going to use this little kitty, and I think I'm going to go ahead and lay this down and then shimmy my kitty in. And I did get my thing off a little bit, but I think it'll be okay because it is a handmade card. And I think that's really pretty. I feel like I need maybe another piece of foam in there. Okay. And then just kind of slide this in here like that. And then we'll have kind of like our little tunnel. And isn't that pretty? I mean, that paper and that ephemera is just fantastic. So I'm going to just lay this down, glue this down. Oh, Kendra gifted a membership, and it looks like Dawn got it. Well, congratulations, Dawn, and thank you very much, Kendra. I really appreciate that. I do have memberships on my channel, and there are some advantages to it. I do release my videos early to my members, so they get to see them first, and I do release them. And I have other benefits as well for my members. Yes, congratulations. Fun. I've not been doing it too long, so I'm fairly new to that. And so I encourage you to check it out if you're interested. I do have a video every day. I do release a pre-recorded video every day and then go live on Sunday nights. And I try to do some shorts. I try to do a lot of shorts with Kinder's card challenges and just do some different things that really support the challenge, because it is so much fun and Kendra puts so much work into it and has so many different extra bonuses and stuff like that that you can do. Now for this one, I need a sentiment, and I think what I'm going to do is just take and let's see if I've got something handy. I've got a lot of sentiments that are already die cut out, and I just keep them handy. I've got just tons of things in here that I could use and just keep them handy. This could work on the inside for like a happy birthday card. That could be really pretty. Let's go ahead and do that. Sometimes I don't do the sentiments on the inside, but we have time, and I'll just go ahead and get this laid down on there, and we'll have a birthday card. You can never have, it seems like, enough birthday cards. And people usually, when they come to me, they're wanting birthday cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get it laid down on there. Try not to make a gluey mess, and we'll get that laid down on there. And then we could also bring in some more of the ephemera and use that. So I kind of got it laying here on my desk, and let's just see what we might want to do. That could be really cute in there. I got to get that laid down really well. Let's find something a little bit smaller. We could put that in there. Wouldn't that be pretty? Looking for one with some lighter flowers, maybe. Let's just go with this one. It's got kind of the lighter yellow on it. So we'll lay that down on the inside, and then The green really makes it pop. Yeah, like I said, I don't use the colored card bases very much, but here lately I've been into it and I've been cranking out some cards and I've been using the colored card bases and I think it really does add a lot to it. Of course, it does add to the expense, but okay, so there we go. So we've got the this one here that I did, and then this one that I made off camera, and then this one here. And I think because we have plenty of time, what time is it? Yeah, we're 25 minutes, so we've got plenty of time that I think we can probably, let's go ahead and use some of what we've got and maybe let's make this card because I think we can do it. This is 5. It was one of them that was in the mix, and so was 4. So let's see if we can, I know you guys all voted on this one, and I've got 3 of them laying here, but let's see if we can crank this one out pretty quickly and use some of our materials here as well. So we'll just choose a pattern paper. As soon as I find my paper, I set it up here. And this one is fairly simple, so I think we can do it. And let's see. What do we want to use here? So we have that. We've got the brown bubbles. We didn't use that paper. Actually, let's use this dark. I think that's really pretty. Let's use the dark paper and we'll start building it and see what we can come up with. So I like that. So I'm just going to do some cutting here. And we're going to need a top fold card. And let's see. I don't have another. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'll just bring in another yellow and we'll use it. I wish I had the green. Maybe I do. So this one needs to be just your A2 size. So we'll just get it going and get it and see what we can do with it. And I think since it is A2, I'm not going to worry about using a colored card base. I'm just going to use the white one and we'll get it laid down on there. And my hammer mill card bases are always slightly off. I don't know if it's greater than 8.5 or 10 or what, but I surely can't be wrong all the time. So what's going on? You can just open up your drawer of cardstock. Okay, sunflowers and moonflowers are the favorite. Watch Michael sells for colored card bases. Ooh, that's a great idea. I did find some colored envelopes on sale the other day at Hobby Lobby, and I got A2 size and 5x7 size because I have been making some 5x7 cards lately. So that was fun to kind of come across them. Well, I'm tearing that up. Okay, there we go. I chewed that up a little bit, but isn't that paper gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I love it. So we could probably actually use one of these larger ephemera pieces, maybe, and forego the circle. Let's see what we've got here. Of course, we've got some circles here that we could use if we wanted to, but we've also got some, that could be really pretty, but I feel like I need something to separate it. So I'm going to get a circle die and I'm going to see, would that be big enough? I'm not sure. I have a bigger one, but it is really big. Okay, this calls for a 3.5-inch circle, and this is just a 3-inch. The next one up, I think, is quite a bit bigger. Oh, that's about 3.5. So we could do that and then lay this on there. So let's do that. And do I want to do the yellow that I have here handy? That's going to be, I think we could do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, this is going to require larger than my scouts. I'll have to grab my large die cutting machine and die cut it out. So how are we doing on time? Okay, we're 30 minutes in. We're doing great. I'm going to clear up some space here so we can move around. And hopefully you can see. Now I've got my large die cutting machine in here. And I know I'm kind of zoomed in, so I don't know how easily you'll be able to see that. But let's go ahead and bring this. And I've got it backwards. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to reach over and try to crank it. I think we're going to be able to do this. And I'm gonna have everything but the kitchen sink here around my desk. So, okay, we can do that. That'll be good. And I know I'm kind of going off the rails doing the other sketches, but I know T also brought in her mystery card sampler from Kendra. So isn't that pretty? That'd be really pretty. And then it actually calls for a strip of paper to go around there. And so let's look at our strips. What have we got? We could go with this yellow here. That would be kind of interesting. I think I would want to do that and then put my car on top of it. So this layer, we need to cut it down, I think. Let's just measure it and see what we've got. So it needs to be 5.5. And then looks like, let's see what we got. Yeah, I think we can use this piece up. I like using the scraps for sure. Okay, that would be good. Let's see, I wish I had a green scrap because it would look nice on a piece of green. Let's see what I've got. I'm just foraging through my scraps for something that could work. Let's see what we've got. That brown could probably work. Yeah, I think I like the brown because there's a lot of brown in this truck. So let's go ahead and cut this one down. Let's see, craft. What are we talking about? Oh, you love that yellow strip. Thank you. Yeah, the yellow is really pretty. So this is 5.5. And we need one. Oh, I think I went the wrong direction. Well, I can fix that. 1.5. We'll cut that one down. And this one was supposed to be 1.25. So let's get it done. Let's see, how we doing? Okay, we're 32 minutes in. I think we're going to get this card made. And then we'll get to see what Yvette has going on. So that'll be fun. So I do have my live stream set up to redirect straight to, I guess I did do that one right, Yvette's channel. So you should be able to transition right over there. Well, maybe not. All right, we'll get it. Oh, the mower stopped. So hopefully you guys weren't hearing that. I know sometimes I say, you might hear things, but the microphone doesn't pick them up, thankfully. So hopefully it wasn't picking it up. So I think I'm going to do that. Just layer them up on the brown, and then we'll lay that down. And I think it'll be really pretty. My sister's going to love these cards. She is big into sunflowers. Everything she has, a lot of things. Her office at work is decorated in sunflowers. And she has decorative pieces at home that are sunflowers. And she's got, I don't know, sunflower keychain. And I don't know if my sister's on here or not. I sent her a text and told her that I was going live. But I haven't seen her in the chat yet. So anyway, all right. So then we have this. And I'm going to go ahead and start laying the pieces down. And it looks like we've got some banners, and we're going to need a sentiment as well. So we'll see what we can come up with. And get that laid down on there. I think that looks pretty good. And then this layer is going to go on there. And then we'll need to create some banners for it. And then we'll have our sketch 5 done as well. And I think it's going to kind of go right like that. That looks pretty. And then we can put that on there. And it calls for some banners, but I'm not sure. Let's see, what have we got that we might want to use? I hate to get too busy with it. What else do I have? I'm just rummaging around. It's interesting how your craft space can just be destroyed in a matter of minutes when you're on a live. Definitely. So I think what I'll do is I'll just bring this yellow back in. We'll just bring the yellow and the brown back in and create our banners. So let's see. This needs to be 2. Get rid of that. By 1. There we go. And that'll be one of them. And then we're going to get our other one, which is going to be brown. And it's going to be there we go. All right. So we're 36 minutes in. Let's see, what's everybody doing? Okay, just still chitty chatting. All right, now here I am. I've got to do another banner. Like I said, that's not my thing. And this, kind of getting a little busy with this card. That's why I wanted to go with the solid pieces here to kind of maybe tone it down a little bit. So I'll just cut that down and that'll be good. Still haven't laid my truck down. I think it's really pretty. You are rocking it, Shan. Well, thank you, T. I appreciate it. I try. I do. You were talking about getting a little nervous. I had gotten really comfortable with my lives and feeling pretty good about it. But whenever I'm doing one for KCC, I do get a little bit nervous because I want to represent Kendra well. So I start to get nervous and panicking and everything. But hopefully this is going okay. But yeah, I just want to do a good job for her. And I want everybody to, enjoy it and hopefully get some kind of inspiration from it. But it's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, these challenges are super fun. So I think bringing the brown and the yellow in there kind of help to tone, some of that down where we've got a lot of color on top of color and everything. I think that looks really pretty. And then it's calling for a sentiment, but I think because we've got so much going on here, will probably just put a sentiment on the inside. And I'm going to bring just a little scrap of paper and just kind of layer this up here because it's going to be on different levels and I want to be able to help it to lay flat. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit and just lay it down there and help it to lay better. Yeah, that'll lay pretty good like that. I think that's fun. I didn't bring any embellishments in. I could grab some and throw some of those down on there. I guess I didn't plan as much as I thought I did. Of course, I'm doing more cards than I anticipated. So let me grab some embellishments just really quick. It'll just take me a second, I think. I have got a stash of them, of a variety of things, just in this bag here. It's a mess, but I just grab them every once in a while. Oh yeah. So I can just look at the different colors. We have these gold ones. Those are kind of fun. I think I'll use those. I haven't used those. So I think we'll just put some on our banners and it'll add a little bit to our card. I think there's, the kind of a little bit of gold in that truck design there. It kind of looks a little like it's got a little gold hue to it. I'm going to do it like that because I kind of got that one off a little bit. And I've got these little tiny ones and they're wanting to stick to my fingers. I think I'll trying to decide if I want to put more there or maybe I'll put some over here and add some interest to that. There we go. And I think that looks really cute. So we've got about 5 minutes left. So we'll just kind of recap and see what's going on. So this was our first card and we made it more, in line with the sketch. It's pretty basic and flat. It's a thank you card. When you give joy to others, you get more joy in return. And I might fix that inside sentiment later. And then this one I made off camera last night when I was thinking about what I was going to do. I thought maybe I should do like a dry run. So I made it and I did the scalloped stitched circles that I die cut it out with. And then we made this one, which I think is super fun. And we could actually add some embellishments to it. I think we could add some of these. I think it would be nice to have some on the inside here. And I like this real light color. I think that would be really pretty. And just to kind of lay some of those down there. These are so tiny. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. I think that will finish it off. I like that. Let's see. What do you got? You're so oh, thank you, Kendra. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Dawn. I appreciate it. Isn't that pretty? I like that. It just has just a tiny little hue of green to it, and I think it looks nice. Then we'll put some down here on the bottom of it too. And I think that'll look really pretty. And those little cats, my granddaughter loves cats. They've got they live out in the country, so they've got some animals out there, but she loves the cats. Okay, and then we had this last one that we did, and we're about 42 minutes in. So does anybody have any questions or anything? I'll just kind of give you a little update. Like I said, I do videos every day. They're pre-recorded. I try to put content out every day, and it keeps me busy. And then I do my live on Sunday night, and it is a lot of fun. I follow Jay. You guys, many of you know Jay. I follow him when he goes live on Sunday nights. We won't be doing it tonight because we've got the rest of this hop that's taking place, and so we're going to be following along, watching all of our friends, seeing what they create. And then just lots of fun stuff on the channel. I am going to be vacationing a lot in September and October, so I have been just busting it to get my channel loaded for when I'm on vacation so that I can continue to have that video every day. So I'm making good progress, but time will tell if I'm able to be successful enough to get it loaded to where it runs a new video every single day. So, and hopefully I'll get some shorts going and we can do some fun stuff with some of the add-ons that Kendra offers. The color challenge and the bonus printables and that. I'm hoping to do that coming up soon. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the hops, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'm just feel so blessed. I see right now I've got 32 people here, and that is extremely exciting to me. So I'm thankful for each and every one of you. We have a fabulous, kind community, and I'm so glad that you're part of our community. So I appreciate you watching, and you have a few minutes to maybe get you a drink or take a little bathroom break, and then we'll move on to our next. When I finish up here, it should redirect you to Yvette, and we'll see what Yvette has to make, and then following her is ECR and then Lala. So I hope you guys have a great evening and have fun watching all the makes. Take care. Bye-bye now.